The Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, offered timeless wisdom when he said, "Whoever believes in Allah and the last day, let him say something good or remain silent." Sahih Bukhari, Sahih Muslim. This simple yet profound advice lays the foundation for understanding how our words, and even our silence, can shape the respect we receive from others. But how can we ensure that what we say, or the silence we maintain, becomes a shield against insults and a source of honor? The answer lies not in authority, wealth, or worldly power, but in the principles taught by Islam, principles that have stood unshaken for centuries. Respect is not something to be imposed. It is a natural outcome of embodying the values that Islam teaches. Today, we will explore 7 transformative ways, deeply rooted in the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, that empower you to earn respect in a way that uplifts not only yourself, but also everyone around you. Have you ever wondered what it feels like to command respect effortlessly, without ever demanding it? By embracing these principles, you will find that respect becomes not just a reward, but a reflection of your inner strength and faith. Let us embark on this journey together, turning respect from a fleeting goal into a lifelong virtue. 1. Be just and fair. Justice and fairness lie at the very heart of Islamic teachings, forming a cornerstone of righteous living as instructed by Allah and exemplified by the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. The Prophet, in his infinite wisdom, warned us, "People, beware of injustice, for injustice shall be darkness on the day of judgment." Sahih Muslim. This vivid metaphor underscores the gravity of injustice, likening it to a veil of darkness that can obscure the soul and prevent it from basking in the light of Allah's mercy and truth on the most critical day of our existence. To avoid this fate, we are called upon to uphold fairness in all areas of our lives. Whether we are conducting business, resolving disputes within our families, or navigating the complexities of friendships, justice must remain our guiding principle. The Quran reminds us of our sacred duty. Indeed, Allah commands you to render trusts to whom they are due, and when you judge between people, to judge with justice. Excellent is that which Allah instructs you. Indeed, Allah is ever hearing and seeing. Surah An-Nisa 4:58. When you embody justice, you fulfill a divine expectation, and the ripple effect is profound. People instinctively gravitate toward those who are fair and equitable. They respect and trust individuals who demonstrate integrity in both words and actions. Reflect on the stories of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, whose fairness earned him the title Al-Amin, the trustworthy, long before his prophethood. Even his staunchest opponents acknowledged his integrity. Justice is not merely about fairness in grand decisions. It also manifests in the small, everyday moments. Listening to all sides of a story before forming an opinion, or ensuring that your actions, however minor, reflect the principles of equity, builds trust and admiration. By doing so, you don't just earn the respect of those around you, you also build a reputation that aligns with the moral integrity Islam so deeply values. This reputation strengthens your relationships and stands as a testimony of your faith, pleasing to Allah and admired by those who observe your example. 2. Show respect to earn respect. Respect is a universal value deeply embedded in Islam, and the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, beautifully articulated this principle when he said, "He is not one of us who does not show mercy to our young ones and esteem to our elderly." Sunan Abi Dawud. This profound teaching highlights the importance of compassion and respect across all generations, reminding us that true respect transcends age, status, or background. It is a duty for every believer to embody these values in their daily interactions. as they reflect the moral character that Islam seeks to instill in its followers. Respect is not something you demand. It is something you cultivate through your actions. Consider how even small gestures, offering your seat to an elder, speaking with patience to a child, or giving someone your full attention when they speak, can leave a lasting impression. These seemingly simple acts of kindness embody the spirit of the Prophet's teachings and demonstrate an intrinsic respect for others. The Quran reinforces this idea, instructing us, "And lower your wing to the believers who follow you." Surah Ash-Shu'ara 26-215. This metaphorical expression encourages humility and kindness in all our dealings, making respect a natural outcome of our conduct. The respect you show acts as a mirror, reflecting back to you through the behavior of others. When you treat people with dignity, they are inspired to reciprocate. Imagine a community where this mutual regard flourishes. Elders are cherished for their wisdom, children are nurtured with care, and peers engage with one another in fairness. Such a community exemplifies the ideal society Islam envisions. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, himself set a powerful example of this principle in his interactions. He treated everyone, from the most vulnerable to the most powerful, with unwavering respect. His kindness toward children earned their trust and love, while his regard for elders brought him their loyalty and admiration. Even his enemies could not deny his dignified treatment of others. When you show respect, you align yourself with a divine standard that elevates your character in the eyes of both Allah and those around you. This cycle of mutual respect fosters a harmonious environment, making your presence a source of positivity and trust. Respect becomes not just something you give, but also a reflection of your own honorable character, creating a legacy that speaks volumes about your faith and values. 3. Never make false promises. The Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, imparted a profound lesson about trustworthiness when he said, "It is better for a man to tell a lie than to make a promise and not fulfill it." Sunan Abi Dawud. These words highlight the severe consequences of failing to keep a promise, equating it with dishonesty and a breach of moral integrity. In Islam, fulfilling promises is not merely a matter of courtesy. It is a divine obligation that reflects one's character and adherence to faith. Promises are more than just words. They are bonds of trust that others place in you. When you make a commitment, you are entrusted with the hopes and expectations of others. Breaking that trust, whether intentionally or out of negligence, can cause deep disappointment, harm relationships, and tarnish your reputation. The Quran warns against such behavior, stating, "And fulfill every commitment." Indeed, the commitment is ever that about which one will be questioned. Surah Al-Isra 17:34. This verse underscores the weight of responsibility that comes with making a promise, reminding us that it is an action for which we will be held accountable on the Day of Judgment. The importance of trustworthiness is vividly illustrated in the life of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Before his prophethood, he was widely known as Al-Amin, the trustworthy, because of his unwavering reliability and honesty. His ability to keep his word not only earned him the respect of his followers, but also the admiration of those who opposed him. People felt secure in his promises, knowing that he would honor his commitments regardless of the circumstances. Being reliable in fulfilling promises demonstrates respect not only for others, but also for yourself. It shows that you value the trust others place in you and that you take your words seriously. This reliability strengthens bonds and builds a foundation of mutual respect. Imagine the impact of a community where promises are always fulfilled. Relationships thrive, conflicts diminish, and trust becomes the norm. Before making any promise, it is essential to reflect carefully on whether you have the capacity to fulfill it. If there is doubt, it is better to refrain than to risk breaking the commitment. This conscious approach aligns with Islamic teachings and ensures that your words carry weight and meaning. By keeping your promises, you foster an environment of trust and respect that uplifts everyone involved. It is through this integrity that you earn a reputation of honor and reliability, both in the eyes of your peers and in the sight of Allah. Such trustworthiness is a cornerstone of respect, forming a legacy that reflects your faith and values long after the promise has been fulfilled. 4. Speak truthfully and wisely. The Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, offered timeless advice when he said, "Speak a good word or remain silent." Sahih Bukhari, Sahih Muslim. This profound guidance serves as a reminder that our words carry immense weight and can influence not only our relationships but also our standing in the eyes of Allah. Choosing our words carefully ensures that what we say builds rather than destroys, heals rather than hurts, and fosters respect rather than discord. In our daily interactions, it is essential to speak only when our words bring value, be it positivity, truth, or wisdom. The Quran emphasizes this principle, stating, "And speak to people good words." Surah Al-Baqarah 283. This command is simple yet powerful, reminding us to uphold kindness and truth in every conversation. Before speaking, reflect, is what I'm about to say true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? These questions guide us toward thoughtful and meaningful communication. Truthful and considerate speech fosters an environment of trust and respect. When people know that your words are reliable and well-intentioned, they are more inclined to listen and value your opinions. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was renowned for his ability to communicate with both honesty and wisdom, a trait that earned him the respect and admiration of his followers and even his adversaries. His words were not only truthful, but also delivered in a manner that soothed hearts and resolved conflicts. Wise communication also has the power to diffuse tensions and improve relationships. Imagine a workplace or a family where every word spoken is carefully chosen to avoid misunderstandings and foster harmony. Such an environment becomes a source of peace and productivity, where conflicts are minimized and mutual respect thrives. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, further emphasized the value of good character, saying, "A believer will achieve by his good character the same degree of reward as he achieves by his good deeds." Sunan Abi Dawud. Our speech is a direct reflection of our character, and by speaking truthfully and wisely, we embody the moral integrity that Islam cherishes. It is also important to remember that words have a lasting impact. A kind word can inspire hope, while a careless remark can leave lasting pain. By choosing to speak with wisdom, you contribute to the emotional and spiritual well-being of those around you. This practice not only aligns with the teachings of Islam, but also helps you cultivate respect and trust in your relationships. Let your words reflect the best of your character and your beliefs. In doing so, you ensure that your speech is not only heard, but also respected and valued, creating a ripple effect of positivity and integrity that strengthens bonds and uplifts your community. 5. Strengthen your integrity. Integrity is one of the most revered virtues in Islam, forming the bedrock of a believer's character. The Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, taught us, "The believer does not lie." Sunan al-Tirmidhi. This simple yet profound statement emphasizes the unwavering commitment to honesty and sincerity that is expected of every Muslim. Upholding integrity means living in alignment with truth, both in public and in private, and ensuring that your words and actions consistently reflect your values and principles. Integrity requires making the right choice, even when it is difficult or inconvenient. It involves standing firm in your morals, not bending them for personal gain or to please others. This steadfastness is beautifully captured in the Quran, where Allah commands, "O you who have believed, fear Allah and speak words of appropriate justice." Surah Al-Ahzab 33:70. Such guidance reminds us that our integrity is a reflection of our consciousness of Allah, and it influences not just our individual lives, but also the lives of those around us. When you embody integrity, it becomes like a beacon that guides your decisions and actions. People naturally gravitate toward those who are truthful, dependable, and sincere. Imagine being known as someone whose word is as good as a signed contract, someone whose reputation for honesty precedes them. This trustworthiness fosters meaningful relationships, strengthens social bonds, and opens doors to opportunities that would otherwise remain closed. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, demonstrated this virtue throughout his life, earning the title Al-Amin, the trustworthy, even before his prophethood. Living with integrity also brings a deep sense of inner peace and satisfaction. When your external actions align with your internal morals, you experience a harmony that strengthens your resolve and bolsters your self-esteem. This coherence not only enhances your character, but also inspires others to uphold similar values. In a world where duplicity is often rewarded, a life of integrity stands out as a beacon of hope and authenticity. Integrity also transforms challenges into opportunities for growth. For instance, when faced with a difficult situation, a person of integrity does not shy away from the truth or compromise their principles. Instead, they approach the issue with honesty and transparency, turning potential misunderstandings into platforms for dialogue and learning. This virtue fosters respect in social interactions, making them smoother, more fulfilling, and anchored in mutual trust. By embracing integrity wholeheartedly, you illuminate the path for others to follow. It is not just a personal virtue, but a communal example, a light that encourages those around you to act with honesty and sincerity. As you strengthen your integrity, you cultivate a life that is both dignified and deeply respected, leaving behind a legacy that aligns with the teachings of Islam and reflects the best of your character. 6. Let your actions speak louder than words. The Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, eloquently captured the essence of impactful actions when he said, "The most beloved of people according to Allah is he who brings the most benefit, and the most beloved of deeds according to Allah is that you bring happiness to a fellow Muslim." Al-Mu'jam al-Awsat. This profound teaching highlights the central role of actions in reflecting one's character and faith. Words can inspire, but it is actions that leave a lasting mark, revealing the true intentions and depth of one's heart. Actions indeed speak louder than words because they are tangible evidence of our sincerity and values. Imagine someone who constantly talks about kindness but seldom practices it, versus someone whose quiet deeds of compassion speak volumes. The Quran reinforces this principle, reminding us, "And establish prayer and give zakah, and whatever good you put forward for yourselves, you will find it with Allah." Surah Al-Baqarah 2:1-110. This verse encourages us to focus on deeds that align with our faith, as they are the ultimate measure of our devotion. To embody this teaching, consider how your everyday actions can bring benefit to those around you. A kind word to a colleague, helping a neighbor in need, volunteering in your local community, or simply offering a smile to someone who seems down. All of these are actions that reflect the beauty of Islamic teachings. These small yet meaningful gestures not only uplift others, but also strengthen the bonds of community and faith. When you strive to bring happiness to others, you fulfill a divine purpose. The joy of giving and selfless service creates a ripple effect, spreading positivity and hope far beyond the immediate act. Reflect on how the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, tirelessly served his community, from comforting the sick to supporting the vulnerable. His actions became a source of inspiration and admiration, leaving behind a legacy of love and compassion that continues to guide millions today. Letting your actions speak louder than your words also reinforces your integrity. People trust and respect those whose deeds align with their statements, as this consistency demonstrates authenticity and moral strength. Imagine the impact of a simple act of generosity. It not only brightens someone else's day, but also solidifies your character as someone who truly lives by their values. Moreover, the act of selflessly serving others brings immense spiritual fulfillment. As you bring happiness and benefit to others, you also enrich your own soul, aligning your external deeds with the internal principles of compassion and mercy that Islam holds dear. This practice invites others to experience the warmth of your character and the generosity of the Islamic spirit, creating a lasting impression of respect and admiration. By letting your actions take the lead, you embody the virtues of humility, compassion, and sincerity. These values resonate deeply with others, drawing them closer to you and fostering a sense of trust and admiration. In this way, your actions not only reflect your faith, but also become a powerful tool for cultivating respect and unity within your community. 7. Educate yourself and others. The Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, declared, "Seeking knowledge is an obligation upon every Muslim." Sunan Ibn Majah. This powerful statement underscores the elevated status of knowledge in Islam, making its pursuit not merely a choice, but a sacred duty for every believer. Knowledge in Islam is seen as a pathway to understanding Allah's creation, strengthening faith, and contributing to the betterment of humanity. It is one of the defining pillars that shapes the identity of a Muslim, guiding them toward wisdom, purpose, and service. Education in Islam is holistic and multifaceted. It encompasses both spiritual and worldly knowledge, designed to cultivate individuals who are not only rooted in their faith, but also capable of navigating the complexities of life. The Quran itself opens with the command, "Read in the name of your Lord who created." Surah Al-Alaq 96:1. This foundational directive emphasizes the importance of literacy, learning, and reflection, framing education as a divine mandate. By seeking knowledge, a Muslim not only fulfills this sacred obligation, but also equips themselves to be a force for justice, morality, and progress within society. For Muslims, the pursuit of education is a lifelong journey. It begins in childhood, continues through formal education, and extends into informal and self-directed learning throughout life. Whether through reading books, attending lectures, engaging in conversations with scholars, or simply reflecting on life's lessons, every form of learning is valued. This continuous quest for knowledge enriches the soul, sharpens the mind, and strengthens the individual's ability to contribute meaningfully to the world. However, the Islamic tradition also places great emphasis on the communal aspects of education. The Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, encouraged his followers to share their knowledge, saying, "Convey from me, even if it is one verse." Sahih Bukhari. This directive highlights the responsibility of every Muslim to act as a vessel of wisdom and guidance. Sharing knowledge is not only a noble act, but also a way of spreading goodness, fostering understanding, and uplifting the community. Sharing knowledge can take many forms. It might involve teaching in formal settings like schools or universities, mentoring individuals, or contributing to informal education through discussions, community workshops, or even creating digital content. A kind word of guidance, a piece of practical advice, or a well-crafted article can ripple through society, touching lives and inspiring change. On a personal level, teaching others reinforces the educator's own understanding and commitment to their values. On a societal level, it fosters a culture of informed discourse, critical thinking, and intellectual growth. Communities that prioritize education are better equipped to face challenges, innovate, and adapt to the ever-changing demands of the modern world. In today's world, where misconceptions about Islam abound, educated Muslims have a vital role to play. By combining a deep understanding of Islamic teachings with worldly knowledge, they can bridge gaps, challenge stereotypes, and foster interfaith and intercultural dialogue. An educated Muslim serves as an ambassador of their faith, presenting a balanced and accurate representation of Islam's principles of peace, justice, and compassion. The pursuit of knowledge is not merely about personal development. It is about fulfilling a divine command that holds the promise of individual growth, community upliftment, and societal progress. By dedicating themselves to learning and sharing what they know, Muslims contribute to a legacy of enlightenment and service that transforms lives and societies. This mission aligns with the very essence of Islam, which calls for understanding, wisdom, and the pursuit of goodness in all aspects of life. Through education, Muslims fulfill their religious duty, enrich their character, and equip themselves to make meaningful contributions to the world. In doing so, they uphold one of the highest virtues of Islam, becoming beacons of respect, knowledge, and positive change for generations to come. Implementing these timeless principles, deeply rooted in the teachings and wisdom of the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, can transform the way people perceive and interact with you in your daily life. By embodying these values, justice, respect, integrity, truthful speech, impactful actions, and the pursuit of knowledge, you elevate your own character and contribute to a more respectful and harmonious environment around you. These principles not only enhance your relationships, but also bring you closer to fulfilling the divine expectations that Islam sets for us as believers. We want to thank you for taking the time to join us on this journey of reflection and learning. Your presence and engagement mean the world to us. May these teachings inspire you to bring positivity and light into your life and the lives of those around you. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more valuable insights rooted in the wisdom of Islam, and please share this message to help spread respect, kindness, and understanding to others. Together, we can create a ripple effect of goodness in the world. Until we meet again, may Allah bless you with peace, happiness, and unwavering faith. May He guide your steps, protect your heart, and shower you with His infinite mercy and blessings. Take care and stay safe. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.